The Sephora VIB savings event is going on starting October 31st through November 10th. 20% off for Rouge. That means if you spend $1,000 within a calendar year. 15% off for VIB. That means if you spend about $350 in a year. And 10% off for insiders. That means for anybody who wants to come in. And 30% off for the Sephora collection. So, I am, of course, VIB Rouge. One day I'm not going to be Rouge. No, I'm not going to lie. I'll probably always be Rouge until I'm 90 years old. However, I have some recommendations. These are staples in my collection that I particularly use every time I do my makeup. Hey, Angela Parker, Busy Bible Scholar, coming to you with my Sephora VIB Sephora Savings Event recommendations because these have been staples in my collection for a number of years. So, as soon as I do my makeup, the first thing I start with are my eyebrows, and I have been using the same pencil for my eyebrows over the years. Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in 4.5. Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in 4.5. This has never failed me. I use this every day. I've used this for years, ever since I started doing my makeup once I got out of my PhD program. Number one, that's the first thing I use. After that, I go in with a primer. Actually, I go in with 3 primers. One primer just right here and here to kind of blur my pores. And that is the One Size Secure the Blur. One Size Secure the Blur. You just need 1 dot if you are combination oily. So I get oily here and right here in my T-zone, but I really concentrate here and here for this one. And then after that, I love glow. So just to have a little bit of glow on your face, I use the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip and Glow. So I put the Hydro Grip and Glow. This kind of grips the foundation on your face. I put here, 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 here. And then for added glow, I use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. This is a priming face serum that also adds glow, but it's also a primer that when I put these two together and just smooth it all over my face, that is also part of the added base for my foundation. So that is how I prime my face. So eyebrows and then primer. Now, while I am allowing that to set in, I do my eye makeup. So when you see me come on to do scripture through womanist eyes, you see me with my eyebrows on and my face, my skincare done, and my face kind of half primed, and also with my eyelids primed with my Makeup by Mario eye primer. I will have on the eye primer on my lids to prime my eyes. I don't know if this is still in stock, but that's what I use to prime my eyes. I will go in with my eyeshadows. The eyeshadows that I've been loving are the ones that I've been using for the last few weeks. The Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt and Sculpture. This is a perfect, warm, neutral, cool tone, easy breezy, basic palette. Easy breezy if you just want something that is very simple to use and has just no fuss, no muss. But then for the zhuzh, for the, the color on your lid, Pat McGrath, Gilded Nirvana. This is a great palette to pick up if you do not have any Pat McGrath. Or, of course, the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 7. This is a beautiful palette to add to your collection. I would definitely pick these up during the Sephora sales event. So those would be my 3 eyeshadow palette recommendations. Now, foundation. After I do my eyes, I do my foundation. For the past 2 years, I think, I've been using the House Labs foundation. This has been a beautiful foundation. I'm wearing it today all over my face. I'm also going to get the Dior foundation. Hold on one second. In my cart, I have the Dior stick foundation that I'm looking forward to purchasing to travel with. But for years, I have used the Dior Air Flash foundation. This is discontinued, and it has been like a travesty of justice that Dior discontinued this. When they discontinued it, I bought about 4 of these. This is my last one. I am babying this because this is one of the most beautiful foundations on the planet. And so this is my last one. But Dior has a stick foundation that I'm going to purchase during the Rouge sale. So that will be one of my purchases. So those are my foundation recommendations. In addition to foundation, after you do your foundation and begin to highlight and contour, highlights that I really love, oh my goodness, Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. It's called the Lift and Flex Concealer. I have 11 and 12. I really do love these. In addition to the House Labs Triclone Skin Concealer. This is a really beautiful concealer. I will be repurchasing this one because I have plenty of the Yummy Skin Concealer. So I will repurchase that. Contour. I really love the LYS Contour Bronzer. So a strip here, 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 just to give your face some structure. So after I have begun to kind of blend out my highlight and my contour, I need to set everything. I use the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. And I just set my under eye and my under my contour to set my face with this. And as I talked about in my my Beautylish brush video, I just use my Wayne Goss brush, squirrel brush, and set under my eye with this powder and set under my cheekbone and my chin and then my forehead. Oh, I could use some right now on my forehead because I'm kind of shiny like that. Just to set the under eye and the concealer so that it sets in place and does not crease. And this is a beautiful setting powder. And then after I do that, I blush. Now, my favorite blushes, as you can tell, are the Pat McGrath blushes in all of her colors. These are one of my favorite blushes, but also Dior, Danessa Myricks Prima Donna and Dancing Queen, and Dior, this beautiful orange, this beautiful red in 999, 999, and orange 643 in Standout. Beautiful colors. My favorite bronzer has been Christian Dior in Deep Matte 40. Here is the packaging. Here is the love. The love is real for this bronzer. I have really enjoyed this bronzer over the past year. So Christian Dior Deep Matte. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette has been a staple in my collection for years. It gives your skin glow so that you're not dead looking. And I use that with my Sonia G Buffer brush. And it just kind of gives you a glow and light where you're just looking lit from within. Now, how do you set all this goodness? Charlotte Tilbury, beautiful airbrush flawless setting powder. And then the same thing in matte. One size powder melt and one size on till dawn. Beyonce uses this. You need it. And then to clean your brushes, this Cinema Secrets Blush Cleaner.